When people meet me, they can't initially figure me out. They don't realize that there's more to me than meets the eye. I'm very knowledgeable and love to problem solve everything. Through boldness and courage, I have sounded my roar. My dad was an absent alcoholic, and my mom was a hard-working single parent. They individually taught me to believe that I possess greatness. My story is actually part of a bigger story. When someone statistically being born into a dysfunctional family of a young single mom and an absent father, my worth should have been zero. But mine began in high school English class, presenting essays in class. The moment my teacher said, "Your level of writing can change your life," I remember thinking, "Who, me?" She said, "Yes, you." At that time, I didn't believe that something of that caliber was possible for someone like me. I was faced with a challenge at the age of 38, struggling and trying to figure how to change my life and my financial resources. If I just believed in myself that I could bring in extra money with my writings, I could really change some things. But at that time, I lacked the courage. And this constantly kept me feeling inadequate. It was hard. I needed to change this scenario. So I made a choice to start writing poetry again. The very moment I put pen to paper, the crown of fear began to break, and I knew I had found my space in the world. Writing became my therapy. After several tablets of poems, I'm talking about big tablets, entering contests and writing for other people, framing it and signing my autograph to it, I finally believed I could write for a living and decided to write a book. In 2010, I published my first book of poetry entitled As Seasons Change, that talks about all issues of life through poetry. You may be asking the question, how does this matter to me? Remember, you could have been me. You could have been plagued with the same trials that I did. So guess what? Pick up your hopes and your dreams and move forward. Because I too had to learn nothing was going to happen for me without believing that I possess the power and knowledge to make it happen. When feeling the anointing of writing books, I became fearless. Then I wrote my first chapter. And I wrote it with you in mind. And it said, though it seemed the odds are stacked against you, you are blessed. Don't let the fear of the unknown hold you hostage, but break free and do what you were anointed to do. Challenges and obstacles will come, but once you have made up your mind and told that mountain to move, you will be unstoppable. And the reason you can be unstoppable is because in my wisdom series journals, I teach you to believe. Once you believe, you'll be able to see. And they always said that seeing is believing. Think of the feeling you will have when reading the poems and the words of encouragement that leads you to a whole new you. And just like me, you'll be ready for your moment. And as I close by saying, you may have come from a dysfunctional family that had challenges from the beginning, or a teacher that could see more in you than you could in yourself. Just remember, the anointing of God never lies. Believe you are who He says you are, and write that book. Thank you.